we are working on a new JavaFX project. We're going to call it Lesson 8 Video. It's going to be saved onto my Java folder. We're going to create it. And this is what we usually get. I'm going to go ahead and run it. Just make sure it is working properly. It is loading. There we go. Let's load it just to see what we would usually get. And then we could start editing it to make a calculator. All right, it's just that. We're gonna go ahead and change this to calculator. We are gonna go ahead and change some things. There are gonna be 2, 3, 4 methods on add click. Let's use camel case. On add click. Yeah, let me go ahead and on sub click. There's gonna be the welcome text, which is where we're gonna put our answers, and there's gonna be buttons, and there's gonna be two fields, which is where we're gonna get our text fields, which is where we're gonna get our numbers. We're gonna do number 1 field, text field. We're gonna call it number 2 field. Last but not least, we're gonna have 4 buttons. Oops, we're gonna have now you could add more things. Button, let's call them add button, and we're gonna add button, sub button. I think I'm missing one. Yep, right here. Button, this will be the multiply button, and our last button will be the divide button. All right. These methods are going to, there's going to be an integer. Well, we're going to change them out to double actually. We're going to have double answer equals double dot parse double. We're going to get it from number 1 field dot get text. It's going to be plus, we're going to get the next double, parse double, number 2 field dot get text. And then the welcome text is going to be set to the answer. And it's going to be the string value of. Now, this is essentially what we're doing here too, except it's minus. And we're of course going to have 2 more methods, which is going to be on multiply and on divide. And here it is going to multiply them, and here it is going to divide them. All right, let's go to here. And we're just gonna take the on action out. We're gonna do a stack pane. We're gonna take out the spacing because that makes an error. Yeah, stack pane. Usually I would get an error for this, for not adding, but let's go ahead and save this. There's no errors here. There's no errors here. We're going to go ahead and open Scene Builder. And my computer's being a little slow. There we go, Scene Builder. We're going to open a new project. We're going to go all the way down here and look for my project. I believe it is this one. There we go. All right. We are going to add a split pane, not horizontal, we want it vertically. And we are actually going to move this label in here and the button. There we go. So we need to add a few things. We're going to add the text and the text fields. Let's open this up quite a bit. The text is going to say number 1. And there's going to be a text field. And we're going to open this up just a little bit more. There's going to be another text, which is going to say number 2. And another text field, which is where we're going to get our numbers from. Let's try our best to center this. If we can. There we go. These two aren't going to have prompt text, but they are going to have IDs. This is going to be number 1 field, and this one is going to have number 2 field. We are going to look for this label right here. We're going to open it up quite a bit. This is where our answer is going to be. So it is going to have that. We're going to add one last text just for an equal sign. So that is what it's going to be here for the buttons. It's going to be the add button. Add button, and on action it is going to add. Let us do another button. That is going to say subtract. It is going to have the ID of the subtract button, and it is going to subtract. Next one is the multiply button, the ID, and on action. And let's go back to Scene Builder. Thank you. And our last one is going to say divide. It is going to have the ID, divide button, and the action on divide click. So that is the buttons. Let's try to center this a little bit more too. And up here we actually want a menu bar. And I do want it to go the whole way through. Let's open this up and edit from here. I am only going to add one. It's going to be called operations, and inside we want 4 menu items. If it'll let me add them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this one's going to say add. This one's going to say subtract. multiply, and divide. Now each of these is going to have an action, and how we get the action is the control down A, and not except A. There we go, and it is going to add. This one is going to be control down S, and it's going to be on action subtract. The multiply one is going to multiply. If it'll let me do it, and it is going to be on control down M. Likewise, the divide. Control D on action divide. So let's save this and let's see how it looks. Make sure we don't get any errors. No errors. No errors. Let's run and see if we have to fix anything, if something doesn't work. All right, let's try 1 and 1. If we add, it's 2. If we subtract, 0. Divide. Now let's check with the control. Add, subtract, divide, multiply. As you can see, that's what the operations are. You can click on them, or you can use your keyboard. All right, let's try with just random. Let's add, click subtract, click multiply, click divide, and let's do the same. There we go. That is a calculator. Bye-bye.